Hola, Briones.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save CIRI, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
Entonces, Briones, ¿qué recomiendas con lo que salió hoy? Hoy. En la tienda, pues así está chido. Sí, los de tienda, pues todavía te creas, ¿no? Pero esos que te enseñé de internet que revenden, no les creo nada, güey. Nada. O tal vez sí, porque pues luego ni los usan para lo que son. CIRI. Va. ¿En los de tu escuela cuál traen? ¿Hay alguien que se traiga uno mamalón?
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthea, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Avalok's student.
Avalok. Mi compa, el 14 Pro Max, la maestra de el 15 y uno que otro el 11, el 12 o el 6, o el 6. No manches, ¿el 6 sigue jalando?
Let them approach. But they've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to cast them out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that way, with food and drink aplenty. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
We thank you for the invitation. Be glad to sit down, right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
Es muy raro ver el 13. Mi jefe traía el 14 Pro Max. Y tenía un 11 rosita. Estaban chidos. No llegan con el 100 de pila todavía.
Ladies of the wood visit you?
If they favor us. My father told me they descend.
Es que si te dedicas a grabar, sí se va un putero.
Fire to fire, listening to hopes and grievances. So each year, we wait for them to walk amongst us once more.
Haven't done it in a long time then.
No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky.
Yeah, we gotta try to reach the peak. Mentioned a gate, said we wouldn't pass.
Only the chosen visit the ladies. Every year, young lads and lasses climb the mount, but never more than 3.
Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return.
No, they return happy and radiant. But rare is the one who then stays in Velen. Off they go to seek fortune in the wider world.
This celebration, what's it about?
What do you need to know, Wanderer?
No need for anger. The White Ones serve the ladies as we do now. We send them gifts all year long. And on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Snivelling, scared to death, and about 8 years old.
Stay calm. Your children. Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favour grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
A ese sí no lo he visto. Nadie llevaba, todos los que tenían iPhone o se compraban sus iPhone en la chamba. Nadie se compró nunca el Apple Watch. Se compraban mejor los Samsung o los Huawei de reloj. No, el 8 o el 7. Dicen que está chido, ¿no? Es porque ves que según le iban a prohibir en Estados Unidos porque sí estaba chida su detección de no sé qué cosa. Y ya le iban a prohibir porque pues es consulta, es varo y ya no lo van a permitir.
Heard enough about this. We've got other questions. We should be going.
Eager to see the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face the ladies.
Prepare for Geralt.
That's it.
Prepares for you. Drive it not off with bold words. They'll all turn it.
Seen him about already.
Pictures into the world neath a human veil. He can never know. We each
Seen him about already.
As we know. How we make sure things that it's one true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see what you're offering.
No tengo nada. Tengo bombado. ¿Por qué había juntado tanto en el juego? Pues detecta tu frecuencia cardíaca cada rato, tu ritmo. Sí, creo que era lo de la cosa cardíaca, que sí estaba chida su detección y que por eso ya la gente ya no iba a consulta en Estados Unidos por eso. Y creo que ya no lo van a vender allá, pero en México sí, o sea que todos van a venir a México a comprarlo. Eso sí está chido, Briones, eso sí está bueno.
So long.
For a hard winter. Oh, forgive plenty, don't ye fret. Came before the year passed. My grandmother's came down the mountain just before daybreak. Well, ladies, merciful ladies. My grandson,
Las ladies están locas, pinche pueblo loco.
Look, a child.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Well, old B, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running. Your back to me. As I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me CIRI. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the Crones weren't exactly friends.
I got an invitation I couldn't refuse, same as every year. In their peculiar way, the Crones tolerate my presence and wish to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
Sí, hoy lo presentaron, está chingón. Está chido eso de la inteligencia artificial que tiene, ya lo vi. Está mamalón, dicen que le copió al iPhone lo del 5x5 en Zoom, algo así, para que tenga más calidad. Creo que lo recortó y le aumentó los píxeles para que sea más chido.
I'd rather try to dissuade you, but I'm certain that would be in vain. The lass, she as stubborn as you?
Even more so.
Figured as much. Oh, path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thekla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
La vieja Tecla. So le digo mañana, va.
We're here to find an elf named Imlerith. CIRI thinks he might be a guest of the Crones.
Big bloke, in full plate? Going the right way. He's atop the mountain, all right.
You've seen him?
Saw him in the bog first. Water froze beneath his horse's hooves. Then I saw him again yesterday, heading up this path. Why are you looking for him?
He killed my friend.
Wouldn't seek revenge if I were you. Even the ladies bow and scrape before that one.
The key. Why do you doubt we can get it?
Good grief! You're worse than children. 3 souls are allowed atop the mountain, and only strapping young lads or comely lasses among them. They get the key, open the gate, and meet the ladies.
I believe I qualify.
But he's old and ugly. What good is he?
Pretty damn good at finding lost voices.
Then go find the voice of reason. It'll tell you to turn back. There's no fooling with the ladies.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thekla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent over yonder. I wish you luck, and do hope we meet again, someday. Moons are rising, owls hoot, fires just...
Se me ríe castroso.
Owls lay in snow.
Tengo que llegar allá arriba. Mucho pueblito extraño, güey. ¿No ven que las doñas se las comen, güey? Simón el Spence se lo copió. Se lo copió al ¿qué? Al Note. Porque había Galaxy Note. Y dijeron, pues ya agrégaselo. Y se lo agregan. Y así. Está chido. Ese me gustaría para editar. Porque luego en la chamba están, edita esta foto, sube esta, sube un clip y yo... ¿Para qué me ves?
It's clearing up.
Who's that? Well, come on, come closer, girl.
Es una Moira, ¿no? ¿O no?
Aye. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man. Never mind. Got me answer. I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
CIRI,
Wonderful. Who wouldn't want to meet the ladies? My companion comes with me.
What else has the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile.
Ah, chale.
I reject ye.
Engendro.
The girl
Culera.
send alone.
What's this about? What have you chosen her for?
Tell him.
Each year, 3 chosen have the honour to meet the
Yo lo
ladies.
sé, culera, otra cosa.
What happens after they've had this honor?
When they return, they speak of the past no more. Joy rules them and they start life anew. The lads were not the first to be chosen this day, but the moon hangs high, so she's like to be the last.
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl?
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right you may appeal my choice, but to do so you must best the challenge.
Más bien verga les valió los que dijo el creador del iPhone. Decía que era una mesa de la pluma y que después se murió la sacaron. Pues es que es varo, güey, todo es varo. Y ves que el Steve Jobs pues, tenía una idea, ¿no? Ya los que están ahorita quieren varo. También ese güey, sí, ves que antes era puro plata, blanco, tal vez negro, gris. Se respetaba, ¿no? Pero después valió Dick y colores, güey.
What kind of challenge?
¿Qué diría, no? De tantas mamadas que ya
You
hicieron.
must descend into the cave and bathe in the waters below the earth.
What's the catch?
The water's deep. The water's murky.
Sería bueno ver, ¿no? Así,
I accept
que
the
la mamada
challenge.
le hicieron a mi celular.
Come.
Ay, esa doñita va a abusar de mí. Está bien.
Look this over. A coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Oran. Now, bring me the coin.
Bring me the coin.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh.
Creo que la pinche moneda esté por ahí tirada. Huevo que no está aquí, güey. Chinga tu madre, me voy a morir con esta. Me la pelan sus retos, señora. No sé para qué ahorita lo quiero.
Damn it.
No mames, tiene un perro demonio aquí en un puente. Pero con esta gente. También el tamaño del teléfono, ve que antes estaban bien. Sí, estaban bien chiquititos, y luego ya ¡pam! Bueno, es que tal vez eso era necesario, ¿no? Más si querías ampliarlos. Las aplicaciones y los juegos y todo ese pedo, pues. Tenías que usarlo. Cámara, papi, déjate venir, güey. ¡Ah, su puta madre! No, no aguanto. Ya me voy a morir. Perra madre. Ah, pues es casi de mi nivel, cabrón. Bueno, me voy a morir. Voy a morir. Ah, se ve bien chido, pinche chivo mutante. Pinche oso gigante, güey. Voy a tomarle fotito a esto. Déjate venir, perro. ¿Te vas a esconder, culo? Ah, no. ¡Huevos! ¡Ah! ¡Que mató el cabrón! ¡No!
Time to end this.
¡Ah! Debiste matarme, carnal. No sé por qué se arrastra. Lo siento, hombre. Sí, los demonios están bien rotos, güey. Nada más porque Diosito es grande y me cuida y tengo mi escudo mágico protector, así, ¿no? Valdría cheto, pa. Porque en mi chamba, bueno, en la junta general que tuvimos, nos van a pedir crear contenido para redes. Y pues obviamente no siempre está el vato que se dedica a eso, ¿no? O más bien no hay. O soy yo o son ellos mismos, pero hacen videos bien raros o fotos bien raras y me dicen que yo mejor lo haga, güey. Pero luego con este cel se me traba un chingo ya cuando estoy editando una foto o un video, güey. A la verga. Que ahorita llegó uno de foto. Lo contrataron apenas. Y trae su iPhone, no sé cuál trae, pero trae su iPhone. De los Pro Max. Pero pues nada más creo que voy a ir 2-3 días, güey. Yo tengo que estar toda la semana haciendo cosas. Así que, no que esté. Préstamelo, ¿no?
They're back. What do you want?
Así que por eso uno que aguante esas cosas. Porque sí aguanta, pero tiene una pilita de papel.
The ladies dwell there, but only the chosen may look upon them.
I know that. I want.
You'll learn nothing else here.
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that. So, gonna keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know its meaning. Marcha will open the gate for you. Now go.
Che viejita culera, güey.
Nel,
perro, Nel, güey. Todo nada, perro, todo nada. Ah, qué perro, ¿por qué se arrodilla?
Yeah, have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zugo.
Pero hasta los perros, güey, esto está sospechoso. Ya me dio miedo, güey, no quiero ir. Ah, pues sí, güey. Si te vas a aventar el putazo, pues por el chido que edita todo, güey. No solo un cachito. ¿Qué? ¿Viene CIRI? Ah, sí, está CIRI. Ah, aquí están estas culeras. Ya viene por mi venganza. Ah, no. ¿Quién es
What's
este?
your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
¿Cómo se llaman estos? Este se llama Fulgas, pero ¿cuál es el primero que maté de estos? Silvanos, crueles, avaros y traicioneros. También es relicto, ¿no? ¿Por qué Brienes? ¿Por qué? Cuéntame. ¿Por qué tuviste que te desanimó, güey? Ay, cabrón, ya me pegó. Pinche panzón culero, güey. Pégale, Sibila. Aunque se ve chido. Este es diferente al que maté. Che demonio feo, gordo.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Ah, perro, echas fuego.
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalok said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors. Damn it! 2 out of 3!
Out of the question. I'll climb the mountain, you face the crones.
Hardly a challenge.
They're extremely dangerous. Be careful.
You too.
Es que también te compraste Motorolas de 1000 varos, güey. Pues también no mames. Hijo de la amor que me gusta, se puso un listón en mi... Ah, perro, ya te la ligaste en él.
I must get down there.
El que se dobla no me gusta, güey. Ya lo vi, no me convence el que se dobla, güey. O sea, no le veo utilidad. Y luego la pantalla se ve reculera, cabrón. Por más que según la están editando y eso del pinche plastiquito, güey, no me convence, pinche.
Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
Esa pantalla, o sea, se ve bonito y chistoso, ¿no? Pero... como que no sé. Ese lo tenía uno que daba aquí clases de cocina. Y se veía chido, pero... no sé, te digo que esa parte donde se hace el doblez... marcó su territorio. ¿Por qué? Ah, mira, las malditas están en forma humana, sensual y joven.
How was he? He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness. Yum, yum.
Qué pedo con las Moiras. Ah, estas sí son las de verdad, las doñitas.
Welcome, child of the elder blood. We knew you would return. Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
Ah, esto está genial. Espérame, Brindis. Ay, cabrón. Ese podría estar bien chido, pero me caga que te alcancen a tocar. Putos cuervos. Ay, cabrón. A ver, ahora sí puedo verlas de cerca. Mira qué chingados trae. Unas conejos, unas pinches manísimas, güey. Ay, que si vas a querer. Esta es la del ojo con moscas. Trae unas patas extra. Esa trae también cosas. ¿A poco hay un motor en la que se dobla, güey? Ese no lo he visto cuál es. Y ya te amarró, Briones, ni modo, güey. ¿Para qué andas ahí atrás de ella, perro? Acepta las consecuencias. Ay, me voy a morir. Sí. Está bien, hay que usar el... ¿Qué? Parpadeo, destello, esa cosa. No sé cómo, está medio mamalón. No sé, güey, no me convence. O sea, si me compró un celular que se dobla sería como los viejitos de música de los Sony Ericsson. Esos sí estaban chidos, güey. Y eso sí modificaban su aspecto. Cada celular tenía todo un diferente aspecto.
I must get down there.
Ah, desde aquí. Estoy en mi CIRI. Esta vez no fallaré.
Welcome, child of the elder blood. We knew you would return. Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
Aguanta, Prince, aguanta. La gorda cómo baja. A la mierda. Ah, se llama parpadeo. Es cierto, no he visto su ollita esta. ¿Se ve la sopa? Ah, no se ve la sopa. les gané a estas gordas? La primera hay que matar a una. Ay, cabrón, no mames. Se me avienta cosas, esos a sus cuervos. La gorda solo me pega. La culera se esconde y sale del agua. ¡Ah! Me cagué esos golpes. Chuta, alcánzame, culera. Ah, no, qué pendejo, no me lo quité. Que me la avienta la gorda, güey. Chingado. No. Como la hermanastra más fea de Chet. Muere gorda. ¡La salvó! ¡Hija de perra, güey! ¡Ah, qué coraje! ¡La salvó! Simón, está chido, pero se me hace ver rojete. Ah, pues porque ya vas a la escuela, güey, por eso tienes sueño, güey. Mañana va a estar o el viernes o el sábado. Mañana sí. El viernes no. El sábado sí. O no sé. No sé la verdad. No. Ahí tú me encuentras. Mi poder azul se acaba en el agua. Pinches gordas, culeras. Ahí nos vemos, Benis. Ahí me cuentas cómo termina tu amarre, güey. Neta. Ay, cabrón, me salvé. Sacan tu cosa que sale del suelo. ¿Por qué ahí no entra el pinche movimiento? ¿Qué es usted? De uno te stunean y te a la vez. Sé que es esa cosa, no la vas a tocar. ¿Qué me tocó? Sale. Hasta está moreno e intenso.
must get down there.
Ay, huevo. ¿Cómo le ganaré a las doñitas, güey?
You naughty, naughty girl.
Mira, no mames. La chingadera del piso. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo?
Naughty, naughty girl.
No mames. ¿Qué pedo? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Si les mato su tanque ya no van a tener como que darse cuidas. No. Mira. You died tonight. Pues ya morí 2 veces. No, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué se aventó ahí esa? Shit. No. Ah, estaba tan cerca otra vez.
Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
Tan cerca y tan lejos. Voy a por una... Vámonos en la poderosa, pa. Es momento. Es momento de lanzarse. ¿Todos todavía no? ¿Todavía no te vas en la malcriada? ¡Órale! Ah, no, me tiran 2 golpes. Sí, tendré que andar en modo muy gay de un golpe. Un golpe. Un golpe. Un golpe. La gorda. No sé si es tan fácil, güey. Me di por tercera y su puta madre, no tengo que... No, pues está bien, la vas con... No mames, la vas conociendo, pa. La vas conociendo. ¿Qué tal si? ¿Cuánto se supone que levanta? ¿Más de 150? Ay, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué sí? ¿Por qué haces eso? Luego le saltas a sujetas y no mames. ¿Cómo uno te hacen eso? Ah, tengo que esperar. Creo que máximo 135. Ah, está bien. El que mandes máximo en 80. Está chido. ¿O cuánto es lo que... cuánto se corre ahí donde andas? Para que no andes como las mortálicas de acá que a 30 ya andan temblando todo. Entonces quieren pelear en modo gay, no les aguanta. Ah, pinche madre, ¿por qué no la punta y le pega la que yo quiero? You will die forever. Puedo revivir. ¿Qué es eso? Pero no voy a dejar que me toque. Me pegó otra vez, cabrón. Mira esa pinche araña cómo se mueve. Verga, entre más débil es, más sabroso conecta los golpes. Ándale, culera, eso sí te dolió. Me dio esa madre por esa araña, la verga. Ah. No, todavía ni me acabo la que ya no pensando en la que sigue. No, está bien, no te vas a quedar ahí. Entonces si vas a hacer eso, juntar una lana y la cambias. Huevo, cayó la gorda, no más tú, culera. Tú eres la que va a morir, culera. Murió tu hermana, ¿quién te va a defender? También le oye chido, ¿no? ¿Qué defiendes a tu carnal, la culera? Ay, cabrón. Creo que va a ser la Yamaha Meti. A ver, ¿esa cuál es? A la verga. Esta está bien chida, güey. El poli de mi chamba lleva una así, pero no sé qué es, pero está así igual de grandota que está. Le voy a preguntar, porque el otro poli lleva una mortálica sencillita. Esta está chida. Sí, mamalona. Ah, sí, ya cuando sientas que ya es justo. ¿Cuánto es el kilometraje chido para cambiarla? ¿No te dijeron? Llegan a los 100, ya la cambias o algo así. Ahí estás, culera. No, concéntrate en la otra, así, chingada perra madre. Ahí está. ¿Dónde va, señora? Nada más queda una. Mi venganza se consumará. Mata las 3 Moiras. Según yo queda una viva. Que es esa culera de ahí. Esos cuervos están chidos. Ah, perra madre. ¿Cómo quiere ir? Mames, sus pinches cuervos como pegan. Ah, es que me pegó, chinga tu madre. A trepar a las gordas. Ya cuando sientes que la suspensión está jodida por eso, pa, ya así buscas la nueva. No que a mí una vez se va a preguntar, sí. Porque sí te va a durar un chingo. Y además pues tú no vas a andar en zona culera para correr. Nada más eso sí, si ya está puteadón así camina. No es como mis compas que ya ni el asiento tienen, güey. Hay uno que el tanque de la gasolina según lo iba a reparar y lleva una botella de coca grandota en la gasolina. Sí, bien cagada. Pero jala. Te lo dije, pinche bruja culera. Córtale la cabeza.
Damn it.
Perra.
Imlerith's at the summit. Gotta be.
Aguanta, Gerardo, según yo. Chale, y el luz del panzón. Ah, mamo. Se quiere el luz del gordito. La mera facha, chingado. Gerardo se hizo ruca. No, es CIRI. Es la que anda buscando. Es su hija. Su hija, no hija, porque estos vatos no pueden tener chamacos. Lugar de poder.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Ah, sí es cierto, yo gané puntos por las últimas misiones. Tengo 8. Sí. ¿Qué me faltaba evolucionar de aquí? Y ya no tengo. Tapo, sí. Muy cabrón. Nadie niega eso. Es más, todos están felices. Ahora voy contra un perro de la Wild Hunt. Sucubus. Ay, Sucubus dándose contra Sucubus. Ese perro tiene Sucubus a sus pies. Ese perro sabe de fiestas. Sí son Sucubus.
The sisters said you would come. They saw you arrive in the water's surface. They did not see the girl, but she is with you, is she not?
I'm here alone.
A lie which will change nothing. First you, then her.
A la verga. Ilmerit. Ay, cabrón, empieza duro.
Damn, you're ugly.
¿Cómo le quitaba el perro escudo? Creo que era como a todos los gordos, ¿no? Ay, cabrón. Ah, ya puteé mi espada. A pedir vacaciones mañana y vienes para darme unos roles y agarrar mucha cosa. Sí, eso está chido. Vete a dar unas vueltas mamalonas, aunque sea en la cuadra, para que le pierdas miedo. Y ya te avientas bien chido un día tempranitos en la mañana. A la chamba.
What now, you piece of filth?
Dale, perro, yo no te voy a atacar, güey, soy un tramposo. Perro como CIRI. Pero yo tengo mi escudito mágico. Ay, que quitas fácil.
Damn.
Chingo, se me fue. Oh mames, la cagué. Chingado, tan fácil que es. ¿Cómo fallo? No, es que me dio un Ken potenciado a la verga. No, bueno. Ay, cabrón, me voy a morir.
What? Lost your nerve?
Esto no funcionará. O una de Dimeri. Métese al conejo. No, no le hace ni madre saber esto. Ay, cabrón, güey.
What now, you piece of filth?
Ese güey está bien malito. Ay, cabrón. El Pou. No mames, me voy a morir. ¿Qué será de nuestro buen amigo Guapitichetos Pou? Drogado, papi. Apenas se lo puse. ¡Ah! Indeed. Allá está todo. Contra el último tengo que aprender a hacer el Ah, que eso no me tocó. Mucha mentira, güey. ¿Qué onda, Galcito?
Come on.
Toma. Ah, perro, ¿ya va sin escudo? Oh, se cansó. Me tocó.
How you like that silver?
Un chivato bugueado. No mames, quítate, Gerardo.
Who taught you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
Ahora están aquí. ¿Qué hace? Matando a un elfo malvado, Galcito, que mató a mi maestro. Eso no se hace. ¿Tú qué haces, Gal serie?
We did it.
Barely. How'd it go down there?
I slew only 2 of the crones. The third fled with Vesemir's medallion, my sole memento.
You avenged Vesemir.
Avalark claims vengeance is only ever satisfying when served cold. He's wrong. Now to find Eredin and kill him. An Oren for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses of the Lodge. We ought to rejoin them.
Yeah, let's get going.
Thank you for coming with me.
Come here.
Let's go.
The oak is dead.
The oak, the crones. I fear that was your last feast.
What of our acorns?
Don't know.
¿Y
Don't
quién
care.
es CIRI, hija de Geralt?
You
Bueno,
must learn to live
Geralt.
without them.
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Come, Geralt. It's time.
¿Tú qué haces, Galcito?
On your own.
Qué milagro que te dejas ver. Pinche roble culero. Tun, tin, tin, tun, tun. Chingue su madre. Mientras tanto, en Novigrad.
Then none the humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated, and witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races, and as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Chale, güey. Ah, ¿qué te dejaron, Galcito? Tienes mucha tarea, güey. No la hagas, güey. Ahora vamos a jugar Ark. El camaleón. O el concha.
Dandelion! Ready some tankards! With guests!
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you...
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Where have you two been?
Just finished hunting down the crones of Velen and a general of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you've had a busy morning then, haven't you?
In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right. Anyone here besides us? Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to Crippled Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Gwynblade and Zariel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
Preparativos finales. Mira, ya bajó el chiquitito. Y aquí empieza lo último de lo último de lo último. Sé que lo dije, pero así es el final. Esto es un proceso. ¿Por qué, Galcito? ¿Qué te dejaron aparte de tarea, güey?
Zoltan.
Get up.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Un examen médico. ¿Por qué? ¿Tienes COVID o qué pedo? ¿Por qué galecería? Bueno, vamos a meditar para recuperar las pócimas y que se me quite lo drogado de la jeta. Listo.
How much for the night?
Maybe I ought to let her unwind.
Más aquí. No, el profe de educación física lo pidió. Y Galcito, ¿qué crees que te digan? ¿Estás gordo?
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Ciri had to do it. I couldn't let her go alone. You'd have done the same in my boots. Besides, I was there the whole time. Had the situation under control. Mind if we change the subject? Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
And the others? Kira, Margarita, Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
I hope they work out for us, and we actually find Philippa and Rita.
Philippa and Rita.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
Know what Jens found out?
You'll need to ask her. I've been busy trying to find Philippa.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a dimeridium band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Kidding, right?
Sadly, no. A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
One outside the Passiflora could work.
Good idea. Let's go.
Trees.
We're here.
Nice and quiet. Shouldn't be any disturbances.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed.
Graham et thuir, Robert Megale, Alfelte. Graham et thuir, Deagnis Kerle, Espirshena a Esclase.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much. Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on.
Mami venganza, pinche gordo, por no ayudarme, güey.
I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already heard of him.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip was weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe, but still a powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the dimeridium off, Philippa will kill them before they can say, oh shit.
Watch out!
Guess they underestimated Philippa.
You were right.
Surrender!
Ay, no mames, neta, Garcito, por eso les van a hacer nada. Qué débiles, güey. Solo que es algo médico, discapacidad, te creo, pero estos pueden. No para el 100, pero pueden. Oh, ahí está Filipa.
We'll handle this.
Oh no, no, no! The sorceress stays here.
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay, in case she tries to flee this way.
Fine. Be right back.
No desayunan. Güey, tú se supone que vas a escuela fifí. Todos tus amigos desayunan, güey.
Damn, she cast a spell on them. Ever fight a witcher?
Qué pinches mugrosos. Felipa, cálmate, mija. Yo nomás vengo de paseo. ¿Dónde se fue?
Philip, wait!
I am here now. You're to take me, understood?
No, agarró a Bart.
Stand here. Let no one pass.
Shit.
No quiero matar a Bart. Bart,
We shall no pass go. Bertie, birdie.
no creo, entonces no es escuela de paga, Galcito. Te mintieron todo este tiempo.
Cast a spell on him too. She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no. Past go. Say, but no let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Ache? Aye. But once old drowner it.
Her stomach
Qué chido,
aches like
Galcito.
she
¿Cuántos
just ate
son?
100 old drowners.
But no want. Drowner make ache very bad.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go. Which help?
Es Bart.
I want to help you. I'm not out to hurt you.
Qué chido, güey. Así es mejor. Que sean menos, aprenden más.
Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
Oh. Invocó un elemental. Pero con esta señora está enferma. Constructo y la de norte, si es cierto. Si no me vas a deshacer su fuego.
Gotta be kidding me. Gonna hang your head from my saddle.
¿Qué vas a invocar, hija?
Time to end this. Triss is waiting by the exit.
Ay, cabrón. Sin hacer ruido. Así, ¿no?
squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
Oh, what do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I need your help.
Mientras estén tus amigos, Gelcito, con eso.
Betray me, and I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will come with me.
Dijkstra, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error. Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
I remember you, little Bond, but this is no time for a lover's quarrel.
But it's an excellent time to settle a score. Philippa will come with me and answer for all the courtesies she's paid me.
Sorry, can't let that happen.
Oh! No, my leg!
Por no ayudarme, ojete. Pinche gordo feo.
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the guards.
Hello, Triss.
Philip, are you all right?
I've been better.
I'll get you out of here.
Gonna be all right?
Yeah, thanks for your help.
Pinche panzón mamón, güey, te dije. Aquí está el güey.
White wool, white wool, white wool, white wool, white wool, white. Haven't you done enough? Leave me be.
Pendejo. Por no ayudarme, güey. Che gordo. Épale, pa' acá no es. Muy chingo salga de aquí. Aquí está. Ahora ayuda al libre para liberar a Margarita. Margarita.
What's it like, beheading a king?
Pero vamos por un vasito de agua.
Nothing hurts as much as life. What was it happened to Foltest again?
Most sadists ought to change their name now to non-human hunters.
Ow!
Oh, I wish my man were as brave as you. And he'd kill monsters, collect bounties.
He scares me a little.
Non-humans exhibit a natural inclination towards brigandry. Every one of them.
¿Qué onda, vaca? Si no hay nadie, güey, ¿con quién vamos a manquear? Ya no hay nadie, Héctor, nadie, güey. Ya todos se fueron, padrino. Esos tiempos morenos de diversión han quedado en el pasado, pa. Muy triste, muy triste. Pero así es la vida, güey. Ahí nos vemos, Gelcito. Descansa, pa. Ahí mañana me cuentas cómo te van con tus compas, güey. Ya no quiero jugar de Witcher. Por ahora, porque aún faltan los DLC. Hola, en nivel modo piturísimo. Ahí nos vemos, Gelcito.
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea of Ciri's?
Mine.
Lying didn't always come so easily to you.
If you intend to...
I was about to say, it's nice that you protect her. And you did the right thing to go with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what-ifs.
Talk to Triss. Reconvening the lodge? It's not going so well.
Dangerous times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out, and I can't blame them.
Charming place. Why are you here?
You'll find out soon. In the meantime, tell me about Philippa.
Triss and I found her and freed her. It turned out Dijkstra had her, but the situation's under control.
That's a relief.
So, gonna tell me why you're here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts, the prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in.
¿Qué onda, vaca? ¿Qué haces, pa? A ver.
Abbe Faria?
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Best run and get him.
Ya ni yo por qué. Ven acá, perro.
These humans
Damn it, scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk.
Ah, se va a matar. Qué milagro, Héctor Contreras. Ah, perro, bugueado. Pues yo también. Ahí está.
Thought you'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Ya no tengo nada para jugar,
We
vaca.
just want to chat.
Como ya no volviste, borré el Rainbow, borré el Gears. Ya todo, ya nomás juego Witcher.
Do we look like bandits to you?
Y como ya no están tampoco los demás, pues ya no.
No, not really.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me.
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
Así es, vaca, así es, pa.
We
Ni el Concha, nah, el Concha ya anda en Minecraft con otros vatos jugando, güey. Ya lo dejamos morir. Como también el Briones y el Galcito volvieron a la escuela. Pues ya.
To get into Darod.
Ya no.
Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life. They say no one gets out of Dayrod alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They don't start burning them until they've learned an old fellow like myself has escaped. Before, they drop the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river,
ya ves como las campañas.
free as a fish.
Por eso no sufro. Pero sí es divertido en línea, pero pues, si no están todos, pues no.
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew in the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
They say Dayrod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
They choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty?
No, not officially, but you know how it is.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
See? Wasn't so hard.
A ver qué queda para jugar.
Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you.
Jugamos el Fortnite.
I hope they work out.
So do we. So long.
Pero aún así ya le dimos al Fortnite todo lo que le podíamos dar esta temporada.
What you said about the guards?
Choncha, ya estás nivel 200, imagínate.
Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge. Yes?
¿Por qué no sale? Neta, Simón. Nos acabamos rápido la temporada. Y estuvo divertida con lo del Peter, pero se mancharon porque nada más lo divertido es quedar con Peter, robarle su escopeta y luego ya enfrentarte a los pros. Pero en chinga nos lo acabamos. El camaleón, mira el Concha, tiene barco.
Zoltan.
Al Giris ya no le dimos porque ya dábamos asco, güey. Y al Rainbow, pues si no estás tú, no lo jugamos, así que lo borramos, güey.
They're holding Margarita at Dayrod. Got a plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much Mahakaman as you can find and drive it to Oxenford. Yennefer will give the signal. They'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
Oh, these are terrible times. Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans. A dwarf flinging around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Right. Didn't think of that. I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way into the ruins beneath the city. Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Bueno, lo intentamos. Pites a la verga. Mendigos asesinos. Ah, sí, ya los cuelgan, güey. Novigrano.
Find a way in?
Several. Nearest is through a well not far from here. Did you arrange any help?
We'll manage on our own.
Así es cuando estoy ayudando ahora a mi bizcochito Jennifer. Sí, está bien guapa, ¿verdad? Es que como la de la serie la vas a comparar con esta hermosura de mujer de ojos morados. Pero de Gerardo. Estos pueblitos son como los de tu juego, ¿no? Me la pelan los perros. Matan brujas, son mamones.
Even if anyone remembers the ruins are there, they have no recollection of how far and where they extend. And I'm absolutely certain no one was thought to place.
Ah, ¿te imaginas que así se ve el Facebook nuevo? ¿Para qué?
¿Por qué le tengo una aprecio a ese pinche Facebook?
Para que hagamos un pinche putero otra vez. Ah. Tú el Goti. Así es, Vaque. ¿Tú ya no andas con tu señora, Vaque? ¿O sí?
Boulder was plugging the well until recently.
Due to an edict Hemelfart issued some years ago. But I managed to find two brawny and obliging passers-by who agreed to remove the impediment. For a modest fee, naturally.
Okay.
Here.
What is this?
Use it once you find Rita. I'll be able to pinpoint your location.
¿Por qué, Vaque? ¿Qué pasó, pa?
Mucking through ruins and sewers? I'd rather leave it to the expert.
Meaning you'd rather waltz in once the hard work's done. Wet clothes. Oh, joy.
Bueno, lo importante es que hay salud, ¿no, Vaque? Ah, perro, una espada. A ver qué más hay. Diosito me salvo. Pedillos, larga historia. Es que así son, pa, así son. Nunca pinches madres sabremos qué pasa por ahí, güey. Pero algo pasa, güey. No hay pedo, ya vas a encontrar. Aplica la de Hall, güey. Cómprate tu moto y fuga por unas doñas. Ahí estoy en las ruinas élficas. Ahogados. ¿Qué pasó, gallos? Ah, ¿tú qué comes? Ah, son varios. Estatuas de elfos. Sí, ma, pero ya ni más. Se encuentra. ¿Qué te sientes una tu chamba? Ay, güey, estoy. Ah, esta no. Pero el otro sí está chido. Ah, nomás le cabe una. A retomar el Red Dead. El Concha se lo compró apenas. Está en descuento, güey. Porque, mira, aquí está el Concha. Te dijo que él sí está, pero yo juego Minecraft, no sé con quién. Se dijo del Concha que se lo compró barato el Red Dead. Ya ves que de por sí siempre está en oferta, ¿no? Pero yo ando esperando a que le hagan lo que le hicieron a este. Era para acá. Estamos de regreso. Entonces hay más espadas. Quiero que lo actualicen a esta consola. Para que esté bien pra. Bueno, quién sabe por qué esa cosa zumba.
Tomb Raider. Seems this one liked elven stuff.
Aquí venía, ¿no? Pues ahora esto es para acá. Bruja, demonios. Ay, cabrón, güey. Cálmese. Cabrón. El otro pasillo, ok. Lo conectamos. Y matamos a la tía.
Lock tight, won't budge. Gotta be a lever around here somewhere.
Tengo que ir por la otra palanca que vi. ¿Dónde la vi?
This'll come in handy.
¿Cuál Xbox tiene usted? Igual que tú, acá el Series S blanco. Tenemos ese, todos tenemos ese. Literal. Ese.
That ought to do it.
El único que tiene el X es el Gaelcito. Pero también ves que según cuando filtraron las cosas de Xbox iban a salir más cosas, más consolas. A ver, tesoritos, cabrón. Me gusta la rapiña. No veo ni madres. Ahí está. A ver. Ahí ya para quitarme las botas de... ¿Ves? Mientras me dé nivel. Aguanta.
Wall looks brittle. Breaks in here.
Ah, 4 contra 1, qué jotos. Vale, atáquenme. No, no, fuck, porque traía el escudo. Ah, esta es la fosa donde explotó ese perro. Digo, ¿dónde aventaron ese perro? Ok, vamos a buscar. Aquí no. Quiero perros. Compré un Far Cry también. Ah, ahorita está en Game Pass el otro, vaca, el 6 creo, güey. Están esos. Ese sí lo voy a jugar. Ya nada más acabo este y ya juego el 6. Si quieres ahí le quedes cuando juegue ese. Porque que según el Briones esa campaña se puede jugar entre los 2 o 3, no sé cuántos me dijo el güey. Si quieres lo jugamos el otro miércoles, güey.
Watch it swirling!
Cabrón. Simón, pensarlo entonces. Simón, bájalo y le damos.
Who's that?
Pero
Geralt.
ya nomás que acabe este. Ya casi lo acabo. Hoy lo acabo este.
I'm hallucinating.
Getting you out of here.
No chance. We'll both die in here.
Sheila.
They captured her first. Her condition's critical. It's pointless. He'll never open it without the key. The warden keeps them with him at all times. His room is upstairs.
Be right back.
Te salvo, mi amor. Licor de enano. También quiero acabar el Rock Ghost Recon Wildlands. Ese sí jugué el sitio que está bueno, pero ese está en Game Pass, pues. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Cómo está ese? Me voy primero ese y ya después mira el Red Dead. Después de años. Es que si la campaña está chida. Es que el Red Dead te consume, no sé cuánto se tarda en el Ghost Recon, pero el Red Dead, acuérdate que a la verga. Ya estabas, ¿no? Cuando lo jugaba en stream. ¿Ves que me tardé un mes? Ay, sí me tardé un chingo en ese. Sin cabeza, pero sí, primero dale mejor al Ghost Recon. Y luego ya te pasas al Red Dead, que va a consumir tu alma, Baki. En fin, ya vas a tener tiempo para jugar. Buenas noches. Su puta madre, güey, la cagué. Ese no, pero ese en cuando tiene buenas ofertas. Yo me compré el Wildlands y el Ghost Recon. Ah, no manches, bien baratos, 3 baros. Estuvo bien. Pues todavía hay ofertas de fin de año, ¿no? Era lo chido. La Gran Fuga. A ver, ¿en qué la cagué? Ah, no, sí, a huevos para allá. Porque este nada más me llevó a un cuarto donde están estos perros. Ay, mi espalda. Sabrá Diosito. Sí, ves que hacen ofertas de fin de año y luego las reofertas de inicio. No sé cómo chingas le llaman. Pero hacen otras, güey. Ando huevón, vaca, y mañana tengo que ir al Zócalo, creo, güey. No quiero. No quiero porque me da una hueva, güey.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Mames, neta me bajaron tanto. Es una mamada. A ver, una poción que me altere bien cabrón los nervios. Van a matar, güey. Aquí hay que guardarla. El Reddit yo vi algunos streams, pero fue cuando ya estaba trabajando. No manches. No, ¿sí? No, porque lo jugué en pandemia, güey. En pandemia no trabajábamos nadie. No, a que según yo sí estabas. Era cuando tú y a Concha también no hablaba, ni siquiera. ¿Dónde está? No sé aquí. La madre. Casi no juego cosas, ¿verdad? Juego juegos. Aquí está. Ay, pendejo. El último logro es en el 9 de julio. Ah, no, de junio, pendejo. 9 de junio de 2020, güey. Sí, en Xbox One. Sí, en el One se veía hermoso el Reddit. En esta se ha de ver bien chido. Ok. Vamos a meter aquí por si me quieren echar flechas. Métanse, perros. ¿Quién es el primero?
What? Lost your nerve?
Vengan a ver cómo descapité a sus amigos. ¿Qué le pasa a tu compa, güey?
Let's end this.
Vea, ya se ven los de escudos, son castrosos. Vámonos de aquí, vámonos de aquí, vámonos de aquí, vámonos de aquí. Vengan, para acá abajo. Ven, perro.
Time to end this.
No les voy a hacer nada. Ah, está cerrado, neta. Un huevo lo corté. Un perro. Un valiente de mi modo de pelea.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Hijo de perra, allá abajo otro.
Let's end this.
¡A tu madre, güey! Ah, perros castrosos.
Well, come on.
de sangre. Sí, mejor los meto. Turiruriru. Turiruriru.
What? Lost your nerve?
Archers on the roof! All others to their stations! Watch, he's whirling!
Ever fight a witcher?
Somos tramposos.
Alive! Take him alive! They killed him! It's only a witcher!
Pathetic. Come on, come closer. Quick. Not too late to surrender.
Listo, perro tuyo. Ay, qué desmadrito para sacarla, güey. Se logró.
What are you doing?
Yen insisted on coming.
Rita! Sheila! When I get my hands on the sons of bitches.
Yenna, I shan't make it.
Hold on. You must hold on.
I'm dying, Yenna. I'm a sorceress. Let me die with dignity.
Yen, get Rita out of here.
Geralt.
Yenna, for once, don't argue with him.
I can't pass through the portal with you both. You'll need to get out on your own.
Don't like portals anyway. Go.
Funny. There was a time I'd have asked you not to do this.
No, you'd never have asked. You're too proud.
No. Sheila. No. Qué mal pensado.
They've rioted in Dayrad. Let them come. They'll taste my blade. The eternal flame will burn away our sins. Oh!
Habla con Obviedad.
Geralt, good of you to come by. What can I do for you?
What are you selling? What's good?
No, qué pendejo, ¿por qué me di mis pantalones? Ya le di madre. Imbécil. Y ya.
Take care now.
I'll tell you where the loot's at. Nothing here.
Ya está dentro el güey. Ahí está, si ya no pesamos, vámonos a pelear.
It won't be as... Not looking good, I tell you.
Ahora sí. Ya no es a CIRI. Síguela. Bueno, aquí me empujan perros.
Oh, this
His Majesty King Radovid is a stern ruler, but a just one.
Looking for something in particular?
A pretty little trinket.
Want to give someone a present?
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
Lead the way.
We need to go to Temple Isle.
Don't remember you being religious?
Nor am I now. Let's go. Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
Bit late for that. He's dead.
I asked Sultan, and he said Horson's alive and well on Temple Isle.
I was there. Stuck a sword in his gut.
Your hand must have slipped, because it seems he's recovered.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know. Depends what I see.
What?
Here to see Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Wiley's expecting important guests, so bugger off, you turds!
Make a deal, maybe?
Yeah, a deal.
Go on upstairs. Boss is waiting.
That was strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough.
Well, who do we have here? Finally found your little ward. Took your sweet fucking time.
Seems in fine health to me.
Ah, because you thought you killed me that time. Surprise the fucking prize. Shut your trap, witch! Before somebody fills that hole for you.
Enough! I'll finish what you started.
Whoa, stop, it's me, Dudu Bieberfeld. You really didn't recognise me?
Dudu?
Wait, CIRI. After the heist, after Dijkstra's vault was emptied, you vanished. How'd I find you? Quick.
Butcher's Yard, the Mummer's Play, Priscilla's. You dragged me onto the stage.
Sheathe your sword, CIRI. It's Dudu.
God! You give me quite the scare.
Not wise to play games with a witcher.
Horson Jr.? Was there no one else you could impersonate?
Once we'd fled, I'd no idea what to do. I could only hide for so long. They'd find me sooner or later. It wasn't our decision. We knew he was dead, but not many others had caught on. That was my chance.
No one mourned for Horson Jr. In all his miserable life, he'd never helped a soul. Amusingly, once dead, he became a useful member of society. They say everyone deserves a second chance. Seems true enough. Horson got his, in a way, sharing it with a Doppler named Dudu.
That was courageous, Dudu. I'd never expect it from you.
Neither would I. Oh, by the way, you've no idea at the relief I feel you're alive and well.
And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat.
Be careful, you could get found out.
Wiley's men are too stupid to catch on. His colleagues ain't much better. Mind you, even you were fooled.
And that might have ended very badly for you.
True.
Get a bit carried away at times, but mostly I'm careful.
Shows an interesting line of business.
Dude who's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage.
That's the thing. I don't need to. 2 weeks after Wiley died, I announced I'd seen the light of the eternal fire. Sold all the illegal enterprises. I'm a blue water trader now.
Horson's men didn't protest?
I've contacts in the guilds. Run a thriving trade. Profits are twice what they were before. To Wiley's men, a purse twice as heavy means twice as much respect for the men handing it to them.
Time's up.
Right. We must still go by the Golden Sturgeon.
It was nice to see you both. And take care of yourselves.
You too.
So long, Dudu.
Hubiera picado, mátalo.
Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
Who might that be?
Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The temple guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I'd take after you.
I asked for fresh fish. What's this?
The mark of a dangerous...
I visited a city once that was very much like Novigrad. But the people there were much taller and had dark skin.
This somewhere in Zeracania?
No, in another world.
What's it like, hopping between worlds? Anything like passing through a portal? Or different?
A bit different. It was hard going at first. I wasn't very good at controlling it, so I had to concentrate intensely and hope I didn't land in the crater of an active volcano. The training I did with Avalok was very helpful. Now, I merely think of the place I wish to travel to, close my eyes, and it's done.
I believe I ate something terrible.
Armed ruffians in town. Scandalous.
Gave you a chance. Should have taken it.
I spit on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners. You're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your concern.
Draw your weapons. Let's get this over with.
Whoa. What?
You're out to hurt her. I won't let you. So we'll argue and swagger and have who knows how long a pissing contest. I don't have time for that. Draw your swords. What? Lost your nerve?
Thank you. I seem more determined this time.
You shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, Bee.
And you, CIRI. Who's your charming companion?
Geralt of Rivia.
That Geralt! Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's CIRI, of course. Other ladies, however.
Bee, I'm standing right here.
Alright, alright. So, what brings you here, darlings?
I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, stop. Anyone would have done the same in my shoes.
Not many would have done it with such courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh my, it's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? Innkeep slaughtered a piglet this morning.
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt. Farewell to you both. And do take care of our Witcher.
I will. So long. So, your friend, B.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
Geralt. Terrible.
What'd I say? What's there to see in Far Corners?
The camp of some travelling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Triss and I never met, because the temple guard showed up. I was a wanted woman afterwards.
Triss didn't try to contact you?
How could she? She didn't know anything. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to free Novigrad. I preferred not to put her in danger. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. Then I met Valdo. He and his troop helped me. Then introduced me to B. And through B, I found Dandelion. You know the rest.
Qué viaje.
Where's this friend of yours?
There! Valdo!
CIRI, you devil incarnate, where have you been?
Come here, darling. Hello. What's this? Brought your granddad?
Hagar, you're incorrigible. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, greetings. We've heard heaps about you.
Mostly lies, I bet.
Ah, if it's a lie that since her youngest years you've been her friend and mentor, then indeed. She is a bold-faced liar. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. Would have been gone by tomorrow.
You're leaving?
They're to start resettling non-humans shortly. We'd rather stay ahead of events.
I understand.
Problem is, we just lost 2 horses, and another 2 are too weak to haul anything.
Ah, we'll manage somehow. We don't leave till tomorrow, so naught to worry about today.
Yes, for some. I'm off to see a merchant. There's a chance I can trade our nags for a healthy horse. Wouldn't want Valdo to have anything to worry about tomorrow.
What's eating him?
Oh, don't worry. That's just how Agar is. Be back to his jolly old self by evening. What brings you here?
I've come to apologize. I disappeared so suddenly, then...
Ah, pish-posh. What matters is you're back, and you're well.
This is for you. All that you loan me, plus a small premium.
CIRI, you know I can't take this.
And you know I shan't let you refuse.
I know. We'll make it the pot for a wager. Do you still race?
Of course.
Then I challenge you. Geralt, will you join us?
Gladly.
A man after my own spirit. Come.
Geralt, choose one of these.
Coming. Let's go!
You were faster once!
Giving you a head start.
Oh!
Faster! You're trailing.
Watch where you're going or you'll fall.
Seems you slowed.
Just want to admire you from the side.
can still beat you.
I let you win.
Lovely race! Well, this calls for a celebration. Stay the evening. We've several barrels of Kedwin's best. Bonfires to be lit soon, round which all will gather. This night shall be ours.
You know, perhaps it's not my concern, but I'm glad you and Yennefer have ended up together.
Me too.
You took your time.
Guess we both needed a while to grapple with it.
So, what was it like? You know, when the wish lost its hold. What did you feel?
Well, there we were, the two of us, on the mountaintop. I looked at her and felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, at long last.
More wine?
Thanks.
I'm glad we stayed.
Me too. They like you here.
I like them too. Oh, I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town, not worry a whit about anything.
Fairy tale life. But we gotta defeat the Wild Hunt first.
I fear fighting the hunt will only be the beginning. For me, at least.
What do you mean?
You promised!
In jest? Sometimes I wish I could be like them.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be ordinary.
Problem is, you're not. You were born to greatness.
As I've been hearing since I was born. All because of this damned elder blood. My gift.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Jens set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own.
Resistente. La Wild Hunt.
Where's this friend of yours?
There.
Esto ya lo vimos.
Likewise, and thanks for helping CIRI.
Oh, we had no choice. Found it hard to refuse a lass like her. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. Would have been gone by tomorrow.
You're leaving?
They're to start resettling non-human.
Yeah.
Wouldn't what?
What?
What bring?
I've come. This is for you.
CIRI?
And you know I Of course.
Then,
Gladly.
Geralt!
Coming.
Coming. Todo reventado.
Run, Roach.
Giving you a head start.
Ya tiene ese punto.
Faster! You're trailing!
Watch where you're going or you'll fall.
Check. Ahora contestar bien. Si no.
can still beat you.
I let you win.
Lovely race! Well, this calls for a celebration. Stay the evening. We've several barrels of Kedwin's best. Bonfires to be lit soon, round which all will gather. This night shall be ours.
You know, perhaps it's not my concern, but I'm glad you and Yennefer have ended up together.
Me too.
You took your time.
Guess we both needed a while to grapple with it.
So, what was it like? You know, when the wish lost its hold. What did you feel?
Well, there we were, the two of us, on the mountaintop. I looked at her and felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, at long last.
More wine?
Thanks.
I'm glad we stayed.
Me too. They like you here.
I like them too. I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town, not worry a whit about anything.
Good plan. Think I'll go with you.
Then our future's settled. If, that is, there's more than ash left of us once this is over.
Defeating the hunt won't be easy, but with the Lodge's support, Avalax, we can do this.
I fear fighting the hunt will only be the beginning, for me at least.
Don't worry about that yet. One thing at a time. You do know you can always count on me, whatever happens.
I do. Thank you, Geralt.
You promised!
In jest?
Sometimes I wish I could be like them.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be ordinary.
Your life is yours exclusively. You choose who you are.
Geralt, you know that's never been true. All because of this damned elder blood. My gift. My curse. It granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
Then it's time to end this. Once we defeat Eredin, you'll be free.
Really? Eredin's hardly alone. There are others. They have plans for me. It was the sorceresses of the Lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer.
You're forgetting Avalach.
Avalach's different. He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands. Not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
If you say so.
You doubt it?
There'll come a day when Avalach will ask you for a favor.
Perhaps. But if so, it will be a very, very long time from now. And I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice. I will have the option to refuse.
Hope you're right.
That's Pablo. I plan to learn how to juggle one day.
Incredibly useful skill.
Finally found you two. Enjoying yourselves?
Bonfires, wine, jugglers. What more could you ask for?
I could name a few things I'd trade it for, but it's a life.
You seem concerned. Things not go well with the merchant?
Lost cause. The man refused to trade. I said I'd buy. He asked 3 arms and a host of legs for 1 healthy animal. We need horses, but we'll have to find another way to get them.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
I knew you'd warm to the notion. We mean to sneak into the man's stable. With 30 head, a few more or less won't make a difference in his life. Coming with?
Of course.
What can I do? Gotta help those in need.
Yes, yes, yes!
Must say, you didn't seem the type to me.
Agrada, Gerardo.
Steady. Time to go. We'll meet by the stables.
Todo sea para el final feliz.
Hagar, keep a lookout. Ciri and I'll try to get inside.
All right.
Hagar.
Wait here. I'll go inside. Open the door for you.
Just keep the noise down.
Let's dance.
Sí, creo que fallé.
Locked. Gotta find another way in.
Ah, cabrón. Este señor caballo. Como gritan, hijos de la...
Here's the key. Quick, get in here. Gotta calm all the horses before they wake the guards. Calm down, Roach. Come on. Now. Everything's all right.
¿Qué pedo? No funciona la acción.
Go.
Hace como chillo de acá, cabrón. El peor ratero, los hubiera comprado mejor.
Hey, ya.
¿Quién sabe qué hice? Robar caballos. Qué divertido.
Woohoo! We did it!
Excellent work. Did you see the two fools who tried to chase us?
Almost tripped over their own boots.
Thanks, Carol. That was splendid.
Yeah, A nice change from killing monsters.
Thanks for your help, and for visiting.
It was so good to see you all again. Hang in there, and take care of yourselves.
Don't forget us. So long.
I must bid Valdo farewell.
All right. See you at Dandelions then. Got some things to take care of in town.
See you, Geralt.
La revancha.
Oh.
La posada de Yaskia. Ah, pues allá vamos. Como ya no da flojera caminar.
Jimmy calls.
Where you going? I hate you too, fat girl.
Like my new ride's takes, you're a bigger rat.
That's just fine with me. More soldiers, more work. Ow! I know so. You're a hero.
Yes, Geralt?
Ese es Juan. Con Gerardo. No me acordaba que el final era tan largo. El final 3, por así decirlo.
You know what I mean.
What am I supposed to say?
Ah, es Tris Merigold. Mi amor, mi Dios.
You'd end up back
Me la di, porque dije que no sabía que tenía. Se me fue la memoria.
I guess so.
El chile no sé quién era.
Can we not dwell on it? I need to focus on other things.
Entonces ahí me avisas mañana. ¿Qué pex con la vacuna y con la del PayPal? ¿Qué más?
So long, Tris.
Geralt.
What is it?
Nothing just yet, but something's afoot. Philippa and Margarita want to speak to me.
No Muerte.
Then talk to them. Not like they're out to bite you.
If they do, I'll bite back.
So what's the problem?
I bet they have plans for me. And they're deigning to inform me of them.
Not a conversation you're likely to avoid. I'll go with you if you want.
They'll weigh their words more carefully with you there.
Wouldn't be so sure. But 2 heads are better than 1. Let's get this over with.
You wish to speak?
To you, not to Geralt.
Geralt stays or we both leave?
Let him stay, Phil. He'd learn of it all anyways, eventually. Fine then. So long as he does not interrupt.
Think of me as part of the decor.
The Lodge once had great plans for you. Important plans. Surely you remember. You were to complete your studies and become one of us. Unfortunately, that did not come to pass. We intend to revive the Lodge, and we renew our offer. You must join us. We are saddened our dear Sheila will not join in this endeavour, but the circumstances preclude any prolonged mourning. What is your decision? Will you join us?
As before, I'm to marry some princeling and become your puppet.
You were a child then, and we misjudged the situation. This time we offer you a partnership.
No equality in the Lodge? That's garbage. Some have always taken the reins.
while others politely nodded.
A wise and capable sorceress finds the role, the position that best suits her.
And yours should be supreme. You deserve to lead. Realize, please, that you were made for great things. Work with us and you shall achieve them. Just as soon as we teach you to control your power, channel...
I have Avalark for that.
You allow this. Do you truly believe his intentions are pure?
I don't trust him, I don't trust you. But that doesn't matter. CIRI decides.
Sages invariably have hidden agendas. Altruism is simply not part of their constitution. You're a tool in his hands, even if you don't see it.
We will assure you knowledge and protection, but you shall be your own rudder, captain, and ship. And unlike Avalark, we can promise you this.
We don't expect you to commit now. Think it over, what you've heard, what you feel. We will speak when you're ready.
If that is all, then...
Let's get some fresh air.
So? I don't know. Don't really want to talk about it. I'm going for a walk.
I hope she's...
She'll be fine. She's tougher than we think. You ought to visit Avalark. He wished to see you, apparently.
Diablos. Ese carnal se anda cayendo ese friago.
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
CIRI was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly you might say you inspired me.
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthir is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living, only I. And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Haven't mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Alderfolk. The world where we arrived centuries ago, a world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there, and it is there where we will find Gels.
Think you're forgetting something. You and CIRI might know how to travel between worlds, but me, not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways, even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Oh, ya voy a lo de los portales.
I know this house. Supposed to drive a godling from here.
Supposed to?
Decided it was harmless.
Ah, va a ser aquí. A través del tiempo y el espacio.
The passage is here, past this wall. This is the place. Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Gel's. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Mean we'll be separated?
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. CIRI is the lady of time and space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
I hate portals.
Bicho Gerardo, te me quedas también. No voy a ver. Así que... Y llegamos. Como que mucho peso, papi. Como que mucho peso.
Where are we?
Welcome to the Dido-Wet Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
Eso sí, se ve mejor que Starfield, cabrón. Todo se ve mejor que Starfield.
What is this place?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh, and large sand crabs beneath the surface. We must be careful they don't sense us.
And before? Were there any people? Or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
So what did live here? Sentient monsters of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea.
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say that
there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans. But as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their world. To the last drop. The portal.
looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful.
No reason to tarry. Come.
That stench.
Ah, mira que son de estos. Cámara el fodal, pero
They just keep coming.
We can't hook. 3, 2, 1. Very good. On time.
Pues ahí te ves. No, ¿por qué me haces esto? Witcher, mantienes el suspenso.
I see